Once upon a time, there was a sultan. One day, the sultan wanted to go on a journey. He entrusted his wife and children to a vizier he trusted greatly and said to his wife, "I trust my vizier very much. He will take good care of you. Don't hesitate to express your needs. The vizier will provide them." Then he set out on his journey. After a few days had passed, the vizier stopped by the palace and noticed that the sultan's wife was not there. Seeing the daughter alone, his intentions turned bad, and wanting to seize the opportunity, he made advances towards the girl. However, because the girl had been raised to be moral and chaste, she resisted the vizier. She hit him on the head with a pot. The vizier fainted from the blow of the pot, and the girl quickly ran away and escaped. Until her father returned, she did not appear before the vizier again. After a few more days passed, upon hearing the news, the sultan is coming. The vizier, to cover up his crime, acted first by targeting the girl. He went to meet the sultan on the road and said, "My sultan, you entrusted your family to me and left. After you left, I saw your daughter with a strange young man. I tried to catch the young man, but your daughter hit me on the head with a pot and let the young man escape. Because he trusted his vizier greatly, the sultan, without investigating, ordered his soldiers, 'Before I reach the palace, take my daughter to such and such a desert and do what needs to be done.' I do not want such a child." The soldiers ran to the palace and, without any question or investigation, tied the girl by her feet and left her in the desert as per the sultan's order. In that period, there were many small state administrations called Muluk al-Tawaif. By divine decree, the sultan of that region proposed to the girl, and she married the sultan of that region. After 9 months passed, she had a child. One day, while talking with her husband the sultan, the girl heaved a deep sigh. When the sultan heard her sigh, he asked, "Why did you sigh, my wife?" "I also had a mother and father," the woman said sadly. "We were a big family, but I miss my family. Why are you upsetting yourself? If I send you to your family, will you go?" "I would go running, my sultan," she replied. Because the sultan was busy, he entrusted his wife and child to a vizier he trusted. "Since I am very busy, I cannot go, but I am sending you with my trusted vizier and his servant. They will take you safely." The girl set out with the vizier. After walking until evening, they pitched a tent at a place to spend the night. The vizier said to the girl, "We will spend the night here and leave tomorrow." However, in the late hours of the night, the treacherous vizier came to the girl's tent. Upon seeing the beautiful girl, he lost control and tried to approach her. The girl thought he was asleep, but upon hearing the sound, she woke up in a panic and defended herself, saying to the vizier, "You cannot commit this treachery. If you do, you will pay for it with your life. We are the sultan's trust to you. For the sake of the sultan, for the sake of this innocent child, do not come near me." Enraged by the girl's defiance, the treacherous man immediately cut the neck of the innocent child. Seeing this, the girl said in fear, "You wait here. I am very thirsty. Let me go get some water from outside. Then I will do whatever you say." "All right, go quickly and come back," he said. The girl went outside and, to make the vizier believe she was fetching water, headed towards the well. After taking a bucket of water from the well, in the late hours of the night, she slowly slipped away and escaped. She went a little, she went a lot, walking until morning. Arriving somewhere, she met a shepherd. After getting to know the shepherd, he said to her, "If you agree, I would like to marry you." The girl replied, "We are Muslims. It cannot be like this. First, we need to have our marriage contract performed. We need an imam to perform our marriage. Bring the imam from the village over there. Let him perform our marriage. I will wait for you here." As soon as the shepherd heard the girl's words, he ran towards the village to get the imam. When the shepherd had gone a little distance, the girl ran away from there too and arrived at a city. In the city, she went to an old man who cooked and sold sheep's head and trotters, and said to him, "Grandfather, I am a destitute orphan. Will you take care of me?" The old man accepted and took her to his home, and the girl began to help the old man with his business of selling sheep, ass head, and trotters. After a long time passed, the old man became very rich and built a castle with the money he earned. One day, the girl's father, the Sultan, happened to come to the same city. As night fell, the Sultan said to his vizier, "We will spend the night in this palace. Go and speak with the owner of the palace." After the vizier spoke with the old man, the Sultan came to the palace and became the old man's guest. The girl saw and recognized her father, the Sultan, and her treacherous vizier, but they did not recognize the girl. Coincidentally, the girl's husband, the Sultan, and the vizier who had betrayed her also became guests of the old man that night. Again, the girl recognized them both, but they did not recognize her. The shepherd who had wanted to marry her was also at the palace that night and recognized all the arrivals from beginning to end. After they had eaten, seeing this situation, the girl put on a skin over her head, disguised herself as a bald youth, and came to the guests. As the night progressed, the Sultan, who was her father, said, "Friends, let's not sit here silently. Let each person tell a memory from their life." The girl was sitting at the side, disguised as a bald youth, when the guest said to her, "Bald boy, you first tell a memory from your life." The bald boy replied, "All right, I will tell one, but I do not want anyone to say, 'Enough, stop talking,' while I am speaking. If I hear that, I will not tell." The guests insisted, "No one will say that to you. You can start telling." The girl began to tell. Once upon a time, there was a sultan who had a very, very beautiful daughter. One day, the sultan wanted to go on a journey. Upon hearing this part of the story, the treacherous vizier understood the situation and his face immediately turned bright red. "Friends, do we have to listen to this bald youth's idle chatter?" he said. The sultan immediately drew his sword from his belt and warned him, "If you speak again, I will cut off your head." Then he turned to the bald youth. "You continue telling." The girl started again and continued her story. The young girl, trying to resist the vizier, hit him on the head with a pot and managed to escape immediately after knocking him unconscious. When the sultan returned from his journey, the vizier acted first, appeared before the sultan and slandered her to clear himself. "My sultan, I saw your daughter with a young man." Because the sultan trusted his vizier greatly, without investigating or knowing the truth, he ordered his soldiers, "Take my daughter to such and such a desert and leave her there." The girl was taken and left in the desert as ordered. By divine decree, the girl married the sultan of that region, and after 9 months and 9 days, she had a child. The girl's husband, the sultan, interrupted excitedly, "What happened next?" "Continue." And the bald youth continued telling with all seriousness. The girl continued telling. After a long time passed, the girl missed her family. When her husband understood her situation, he wanted to send her to her family. Since he was very busy with state affairs, he entrusted his wife and child to a vizier he trusted greatly and sent them off. After they walked all day, it got dark. They pitched their tents to spend the night, ate their meal, and slept. In the late hours of the night, the treacherous vizier came to the girl's tent. The girl was sleeping at that time, but upon hearing the sound, she woke up in a panic and saw the vizier in the tent. Because he had entered the tent late at night, she understood what the vizier's intentions were. The girl first begged him not to harm her, but without listening to her, the treacherous vizier cut off her child's head. Upon hearing this part of the story, the other treacherous vizier, trying not to draw attention, said, "I am tired of listening to this bald youth's nonsense." "We are very tired. Shall we sleep?" The sultan, her father, warned him, "If you speak again, I will take your head." Angered by the vizier's action, the bald youth said, "The story is over. I will not speak," and withdrew to a corner. The two sultans insisted and said to him, "Dear bald youth, don't leave your story unfinished. Tell it to the end. We're listening." Not wanting to upset them, the bald youth continued telling again. After the vizier killed the child, the girl barely managed to escape from there. After walking for 2 days and 2 nights, the girl met a shepherd. The shepherd wanted to marry her, but the girl managed to escape from there too. She went as far as a grain of barley, and arrived at a city. In that city, she met an old man who sold sheep's head and trotters and went to his home. There she ended her words and said, "Let's not make it too long." That was the story. The sultans, viziers, and the shepherd, curious, said, "Dear bald youth, what happened to the girl in the end? Tell us." The girl removed the skin from her head. "That girl is me. You did all of this to me." Thus, she exposed the deeds of the treacherous viziers. The two sultans immediately cut off the heads of their treacherous viziers. The girl was reunited with her father, the sultan, and her husband, and attained her heart's desire. And the tale ends here. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment.